Okay, so I had to do a video about this because what I talk about is where wellness meets content. So just in case anybody doesn't know, I switched up where wellness meets entertainment to wellness meets content because I didn't want to step on anyone's toes in the entertainment business or even on YouTube. So wellness meets content. Let's talk about Cenat. I'm going to put this in a video. I'm so happy that Cenat responded to the negativity that he was getting about talking about his mental health. Like, why are we're becoming desensitized to taking people seriously when they're reaching out for help. But I really feel like we've always been like this as human beings. Like, we always want to focus on the laughs and the giggles and the kikis and the ha-has and coming for each other and fighting each other and boxing each other out until a mother effer finally unalives himself, and then y'all want to take it seriously. Okay, so this is what Cenat said on Twitter today after the response from him actually opening up to us as a community, especially we as Black people, as a Black community. Sometimes we try to depend on each other for help, but then sometimes we get a lot of negative responses, and we have to do better about that as a community. But anyways, this is what he said. I was honestly going to save what I got to say for when I'm ready to come back. But right now, something is telling me to speak up now. I'm not sad. I'm not depressed, but I need to bring awareness to mental health after some of the feedback I've been seeing. The man is trying to tell you that he's not sad or not depressed. Like, somebody wants to say, hey, I'm really focusing on my mental health. I'm taking my mental health seriously. And all of a sudden mother effer start to think that you just all sad and depressed. How do you know he doesn't have anxiety? How do you know he doesn't have social anxiety? How do you know that he just didn't set a whole bunch of goals in his life and he really wants to take over it, and it's causing him to have racing thoughts in his head? You don't have to be sad and depressed. How do you know that something didn't happen to him and he had PTSD? But we want to talk about the negative. And this is else what he said. I know I will get clowned for this. A few days ago, I decided to open up a bit about what I've been thinking, and it's been so much love. But when I seen some of the negative feedback I received, I got to see a glimpse of why people don't speak up about this more often. Right. We don't speak up about this because mother freakers is always being negative. Make it make sense. You're being negative about someone else's mental health and talking about it? That's so weird. He goes off and says, I just felt like I would be able to talk to you guys on a more personal level about dealing with self-doubt and living in fear. I think a person like me speaking up about this would encourage other people to step up too. So now let me explain how it all started. Right. We're not listening to Kai. He's telling you he had self-doubt and fear. If you live with self-doubt and fear for longer than 2 weeks, that diagnosis-wise can affect your mental health. Anything that you've been thinking about doing and living under for 2 weeks, ask me how I know, because I went to school for this and I have a license in this. Longer than 2 weeks can affect your mental health. He was speaking about self-doubt and fear. Who here doesn't have self-doubt? Who here doesn't have fear? Y'all people wilding out here. Let's go into what else he says. I was very consistent in streaming. There were certain times I realized that I was losing touch of reality. I needed to take a step back and fully reset. I started to realize I wasn't even spending time with my close friends, family behind the scenes as much as I wanted to. The man has been entertaining us so much so that here he gets clipped up every second. He did about 3 marathons. I can imagine how he felt living in a house with a certain set of people for 30 days straight. And then having celebrities who you really don't know like that come into a house for 5-10 minutes or hours or half a day or a day, and then thinking that you're just gonna be okay. You're not gonna be okay. He finishes by saying, I can't imagine things that people are going through on a deeper level. So for those people, let me speak up a little louder. I don't care if people look at me as a joke. Continue to speak up, Cenat. He also stated, anime has always been something I wanted to do and get myself into, but I never had the time to try and actually watch. But when I did, without me realizing, anime was able to take me into another world that I can relate to. It felt weird because, in a way, it was speaking to me directly. Young black brother, follow your dreams. If you want to draw, be into anime, do it. You got the skills, you got the mindset, you are making sure that you're handling your mental health, do it. Thank goodness that I started this page, because this is a sprinkle of wellness where wellness meets content and we learn and grow together. And I have mental health too, so speak for all of us. And all you content creators out there thinking that you're just going to be content and not really focusing on your mental health, Cenat is trying to tell you, do both. So join my page where wellness meets content. Have a great day.